Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about our second non-visual EQ. So basically this EQ right here is called the SSL channel. And I think it's where we're going to add a lot of the color and really do the heavy lifting of the shaping of the vocal. So let's walk you through what is happening on this plugin. So first things first, I want you to ignore everything on the right side. That's all compression. I never touch this side because I don't compress with the SSL channel. I like to compress with other things. So basically you leave this right side completely, blank. Don't touch it. So the left side is basically what we're going to be looking at in this video. So the left side works basically like any other EQ, except you don't really see the line, you don't see the frequencies. But it's very similar. It's a similar concept. The reason people use this instead of a visual EQ is because of the color, which I mentioned in a different video. The SSL has a really nice color to it, really modern. It really helps your vocal cut through the mix. So normally what I'll do is actually cut out a little bit more low end on this with this low pass filter up here. So this is a low pass and high filter. So it basically is cutting off all the frequencies up to, for this, it's 111. And then on this one, you can cut it off from the low end, from the high end. So cutting off all the frequencies on the high end. So if you want to do that, you can. I normally don't cut high end here, just low end. And then basically from that down is all different EQ brackets. So here's HF is the high frequency. So it goes from 1.5 hertz all the way to 16K. I normally on this frequencies like to keep it like 14 and above and kind of boost it from 0 to 2. Nothing crazy, but it adds a lot of cut to your vocal. You can also put this bell on, so the bell is going to actually be just a more tighter frequency band instead of something like that. So I can kind of show you on this. So let's say a bell would be like this on here, but a high pass frequency would look like this. You get what I'm saying? So it's increasing everything under this. Instead of a bell, it's kind of just like a hill. Let me turn this off. Yeah, just so you guys can see a visual of what this is actually doing. And then for the high frequencies, I normally boost. This is the high mid frequency, so this is also going to add a little bit of cut to your vocal. I like to increase between like 3.5 and 5, probably also between 1.8. And this right here, this little knob at the bottom is going to control how wide the band is. So it's going to be either thin or wide, you know what I mean? Cover a wider range of frequencies or smaller range of frequencies. This low mid frequencies, they all work similar. That's going to control how big the band is. This is going to control which frequency you're targeting. And then this, I normally cut out a lot of the low mid frequencies I don't like. Normally in the 200 to 300 region, there's something muddy, and that's just for my mic. For your mic, it might not be there. For some people, they boost this. It depends on your situation, but if you think your voice sounds a little bit muddy, then you might want to cut a little bit of the low mids here. And then this is also another low cut. So this is going to cut, I normally cut below 150. And I'll cut it, 4 to 5. Just because this song is modern, it's going to be a little bit of a thinner vocal. I'll tone this down, the cuts, if I'm doing something more natural, something more acoustic. But just for this song, I cut it out more because I wanted that modern sound. So let's see how it sounds with the vocal. You the girl I should have found. You the girl I should have found. Let's see how it sounds without it. You the girl I should have found. You the girl I should have found. See how little it goes. Turn it on. I think I can't control myself around you. Exactly. So you can play around with different settings, but this plugin is really good for finding the sweet spot for your vocal. I said, why you had to let me down? If I cut the highs up a little more, it's gonna cut through a little bit more. But gotta find the balance where it's cutting through, but it's not too harsh. It's the same with the high mid and high frequencies. I find the balance where it's cutting through but not too much, and then the lower mid and the lower frequencies is cutting out the mud without making it sound too thin. Those are kind of the principles I go by when I'm using this. But yeah, it's great. I love this plugin. It really adds a lot of color. It's the main EQ I really use on my vocals, and it's really familiar sounding, so you're going to recognize the sound immediately. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the SSL channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video.